Welcome to Super Comics Challenge, the game show where cartoonists match wits and bones and internal organs and implements of destruction. I mean, pencils. Yes, pencils. And now, without further ado, for we shan't keep you waiting until you're dead tired, here is your ghost host, Jerzy Drozd.
Welcome to Super Comics Challenge, the game show where cartoonists match wits and pencils. My name is Jerzy Drozd. I am the interim executive director of Cartoon Crossroads Columbus. I'm also a cartoonist and teaching artist. And with me today are a bunch of terrific, exciting, and entertaining cartoonists who are ready to draw a series of spooky challenges for you, for your entertainment, and maybe we'll learn a little bit how comics work. But first, we have to meet my co-host and commentator for this episode of the game show. Let's say hello to Ellie Moody.
Hello. Thank you.
Ellie, you are also a cartoonist.
I am.
And you have been drawing comics for how long now? Like, when did you start?
If we're talking like formally making mini comics, it would be about 9 years. But
Okay.
I think I did my own little comics when I was a child, a young child. And these are my digital paintings, which you can see on my website. There's just some of my work.
But yeah, you've been making mini comics for some years now, and now you're off to college. What are you
I am
studying?
at Columbia College Chicago studying film. And I think I may use my background in comics to work on storyboards, story development, character design for movies, which will be really cool.
Visual storytelling. That's the name of the game, right?
It's my fave.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, Ellie.
Thanks for having me.
And so let's go to the game board and meet all the contestants. Will you do the honors, Ellie?
Absolutely. So next up we have Shannon Wright, who's the artist of a scholastic graphic novel Twins, which is coming out on October 6th. Could you tell us a little bit about that, Shannon?
Yes, I can. I actually I'm trying to get it in the video. I have a copy right here. So yeah, this is my debut graphic novel that I worked on with Varian Johnson for Scholastic. Comes out October 6th. It's almost here. It's been like 3 years in the making. And it follows these two girls, Maureen and Francine, who are starting middle school. And it has drama, it has family drama, just sibling rivalry. And it just deals with those changes that comes with going to a new school, having a sibling who wants to do their own thing, especially as a twin, someone who's identical to you, and just finding your place and just finding new friends and just like finding who you are. So I'm super excited for the book. I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes out. Probably just, I don't know, take a long nap or something.
You deserve one. Well, congrats. And next we have Steve Hamaker, who is the colorist of Bone and the artist of the recently released PATHFINDERS Society series from Viking. How's that experience been going for you, Steve?
It's been going great. I just finished inking the second book, which will be out sometime next year.
Awesome.
So I begin coloring that probably tomorrow. Actually, I've started, but not in earnest. So
great. Can you tell us a little bit about the series?
Yeah, the Pathfinder Society is about these 5 kids who go to a camp about treasure hunting, and they sort of go on an adventure that the camp counselor sort of gets them started on, and one thing leads to another, and they're on a real treasure hunt, and they're trying to figure out this big mystery that's going on in the city that they live.
Sounds like a great read. Okay, and we also have with us our 9-year-old cartoonist from Columbus, Harry. How are you doing, Harry? Have you been working on any comics recently?
No.
Yeah? Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Yeah. No, wrong way. Sorry.
Hello, Harry.
Okay.
And Harry is explaining his background in semaphore.
There we go.
No worries. All right. So I guess, are we ready? We've got all of our contestants teed up and ready to do some drawing challenges.
I think so.
Okay. Well, this first drawing challenge is something we've done a couple times on the show called What It's Not, but this is What It's Not Spooky Edition, where I'm going to draw a different spooky being in each of your game areas, and you have to turn it into anything except that spooky thing, but points if you can keep it spooky. So for Harry, I'm going to go in there right now, and that's not a ghost. It can be anything except a ghost. And for Shannon, anything except a werewolf person. And for Steve, not a Dracula. And let me move them up to get them in the shots real quick. There we go. Okay. So you will have a minute and 30 seconds to turn these objects into something that they are not and try to keep them spooky. Any questions?
No.
I feel like Shannon got the hardest one.
Yeah, I literally don't know what to do. Okay.
Cartoonist jobs are to be creative on demand, on command, right? And let's see what you can do with it. When the music starts, you will have a minute and 30 seconds to turn that into something else with your pens. On your mark, get set, go.
Okay, looks like Steve is starting with some kind of large eyeball and teeth. Oh, so the arm turned into the mouth. Okay.
Can I add to this?
You can add, but you cannot subtract.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's look. Shannon is making whatever this wolf person shape into some kind of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Are those bolts? Yeah. Are those bolts in the neck?
Yeah, let's go with that.
1 minute.
And then Harry, could you explain to me what's happening within this shape with these lines?
Get rid of it.
It's a what?
I'm trying to get rid of it because it looks stupid.
Oh. It's okay, Harry. You can.
We can turn this into something.
It looks great.
I think
The eraser doesn't work.
The eraser's not working, pal? Here, let's see if I can get it to erase.
No.
We'll start over.
Okay.
There you go, pal. Do what you do. You drawing it now?
It's to that line deal.
See if we can get that straight line out of there, too.
Okay.
I'm
A little bit of technical difficulties. We're working through it as artists together.
So
It's not easy.
no, it's not always easy. Let's give another little extra minute on the board for Harrison to turn this ghost into something else. See what you could do, pal. And
Shannon brought a little bit of color into her drawing.
Sorry, I was using the eraser.
Oh, that's all right. We'll just add another ghost in there. Check this out. And boom. See what you can do with that, pal.
Okay, Shannon, I'm seeing, is this like a clown polka dot?
It's like a spooky Frankenstein grandma.
Grandma!
That's it.
Now there's some creativity.
And give you another 20 seconds.
Okay.
Probably should have given.
I feel like I had nothing left to add.
Yes.
All
I
right.
love the beard.
And I think that's time. So, Ellie, will you please interview the contestants, what they did and why?
Yes. Okay. Harry. This is. He's farting. Is that a cloud of gas? What'd you say?
It's a slime.
Oh, it's slime. Okay.
Oh.
Come on, Elliot, slime. The spook
Getting my
of
green
materials.
cloud circular substances mixed up.
We have ectoplasm on the scene, everybody.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Shannon described her artwork as a Frankenstein grandma polka dot clown. Is that a little pumpkin bag it's carrying there?
Yeah, she gets really scary when she has to go and get those candy deals. She's trying to get the candy. So, I get a little spooky and a little scary too when I have to make my candy runs.
Oh, understandable.
And I love this, that this is the movie that Universal never gave us, which was the grandmother of Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Okay, Steve, what is this, like a demon cyclops wearing not quite a coat, but it
Yeah,
has
it's
no
kind
neck,
of a-
but it has buttons on it. I see.
Yeah, it's a trench coat. I think Cyclops Demon is close. Yeah, I was going to say Cyclops Vampire, but it started
Oh.
off to be a vampire, so I don't think I'm allowed to have it related
Yes,
to
that
vampire.
would be against the rules.
So what you said is right, Demon.
All right, so let's hear it from the audience as to who won this first round. So first up, let's hear it for Shannon's grandmother of Frankenstein. All right. A lot of support for Shannon's. All right, people. All right, calm down. Let's hear it for Harry's. All right, I heard you, everybody. All right, let's hear it for Harry's. Oh, it's
It's a disappearing
I
ghost.
wish to the next round.
Well, we remember it. And people were happy with what they saw. And let's switch.
Not a ghost.
Not a ghost. That's true.
Oh, right.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
Harrison kind of slam dunked that one by making it not anything. There you go. And then for Steve's not parenthetically not a vampire, not a. All right, some support there.
All right.
So it was close, but I think Shannon took the round. So for 1 point, Shannon comes up ahead in 1 point in this round. All right, so it's time for round two. For round two, I'm gonna need to poll the audience or poll the contestants a little bit. Everybody, please, contestants, clear your boards while we get ready for round two. So now we're gonna talk about animal familiars. Now, Ellie, do you know can you define an animal familiar?
It is, I believe, I could be wrong, an animal that a witch or wizard carries around with them to do their little deeds.
Yeah, it's like an animal you can talk to and they can do stuff for you, right? So it's more than a pet. They're like a little animal friend. So I'm going to ask each of you if you could have any animal as your familiar, like more than a pet, like a little buddy who does tasks for you, what would that animal be? I'll start with Steve. Steve, what would you want your animal familiar to be?
I've thought about this a lot, actually. I think a flying squirrel would probably be high
Okay.
up on the list.
All right. Flying squirrel. And Shannon, do you have an animal that you would most want to be a friend and do tasks for you?
Maybe a hedgehog.
Oh, good one. And Harry, can you think of an animal that you'd most want to have as a friend who does tasks and chores for you?
Chimpanzee, but those don't exist. A goblin.
A goblin.
Ooh.
Because chimpanzees don't exist.
Chimpanzees?
Yes,
Or is
they
it-
don't
it's-
exist.
They don't exist? Is that your assertion of the show? Wow, you heard it here first, everybody.
It's a spooky show.
That is spooky. An entire species is gone. So for this round, you are going to create an animal familiar for 3 famous kinds of monsters. So the familiar you chose is now going to be assigned to a famous monster. So Harry, you're going to draw a vampire goblin. And Shannon, you are going to draw a mummy hedgehog. And Steve, you're going to draw Frankenstein's flying squirrel. And you'll have a minute and a half to do it. Are we ready?
Yes.
Where the music starts. So Harry, once again, you're going to draw a goblin, but also a vampire. Like, what would a goblin who hangs out with vampires look like? If you can imagine that.
Like what Steve drew.
Yeah, just insert that.
All right, ready? Here comes the music. Ready, set, go.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, wait. I don't want.
Steve has started with the eyes.
And why would you do that?
Tiny ears.
Mine's-
That's an angry squirrel.
Do they have?
That squirrel has a problem
don't
with
know.
something.
I definitely picked a
I gotta
hedgehog,
put the-
and I don't think I know what a hedgehog kind of.
This is definitely one of those fake it till you make it rounds.
Yes. Okay. So they're definitely.
This is Frankenstein's hedgehog?
Yeah, is he?
Or no?
Don't worry. Yeah, it's Frankenstein, right?
Oh, Frankenstein's flying squirrel. Okay.
Right.
And then the hedgehog is what
mummy.
monster? Ah, I see. That's why he has a bandage. I should have known that.
Doesn't walk again.
Oh, you need some help with that one, Harrison? Here, let me get rid of those for you. There you go. See if you can get back in there.
Harry is working from his iPad, which must be a
Little
bit more
trickier.
difficult. So let's give him some applause there.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Let's hear rooting for Harry.
I'm rooting for Harry. Oh my god.
Maybe mummies do. They have a little piece of toilet paper that's acting as a tail.
Yes, you're right. You have just.
I shouldn't be helping you. What am I doing?
Haha! That's all a part of my plan.
Okay.
I didn't mean to give it such a detailed head.
I like it.
I love the
That's
long
good.
nose. Very, very goblin-y.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course I'm giving it a cape.
Vampires require capes.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, that's like their signature.
Unless it's Twilight, but they don't count. I like that he's smiling. I think this is the first character I've seen with a smile. This whole game.
That
Okay.
makes you
Okay.
up to something.
Yeah.
It
All
is
right. So,
Maybe.
okay, gang, that's time. So, Ellie, will you please do the honors and interview the contestants?
Absolutely. Okay, Shannon. Tell us a little bit about your reasoning behind this mummy hedgehog that only has about two areas of toilet paper covering him because he's spiky.
Well, I definitely wanted to make sure his nose was protected. You know, he's got to go fast, so he might bump into stuff. and then, you know, along the way, they just were trying to wrap that toilet paper around the spikes and just failing.
I was envisioning that happening while you were drawing this, and I was like, that can't be good. That's a disaster.
Yes, yeah. He's doing his best. He's doing his best.
I believe in him.
All right.
Okay. Steve, let's hear about this Franken-flying squirrel.
Frankenflying squirrel is pretty straightforward. His bolts, because I didn't plan ahead, went into his head. The top
Yeah,
of
he
his
looks
head
a
there.
little bit like a snail.
So normally, yeah, you put him in the neck, but I didn't give him a neck, so yeah.
And is there a reason he's so angry?
He was dead before, so I always think of like undead characters as being sort of like dead-eyed, you know.
Oh, I see.
It's a zombie eye. He's not really angry. He's just sort of, he's not with us.
Okay, Harry, this goblin vampire is amazing. I love the colors. Love the disgusting green. Very, very appropriate for goblin skin. What was your thought process drawing him?
So I actually thought of it, and I really wanted to give him like this cloth. And I was going to make like a new color for it, but yeah, I made a disgusting green color.
Well, it works very well.
All right. So let's. Yeah, Harrison. Okay.
What?
Oh no, we're going to the voting round now, so everybody's going to vote on their favorite. So let's hear it first for Steve's flying squirrel with the dead eyes. Oh.
Oh,
I think people were really taking issue with your bolt placement, Steve. I don't know.
yeah.
points off for that. So let's hear it for Shannon's Mummy Hedgehog. There we go. Strong support for Shannon and the Hedgehog. And finally, let's hear it for the Goblin with the disgusting colors. Whoa! A lot of support for that. Oh, wow. So I think that one was a little bit more decisive. I think Harry took the round on that one. So, okay, we're now moving into the final round for 2 points. So Shannon has 1, Harry has 1. If you take this round, either of you could be the winner, or Steve could swoop in and take the whole game with 1 round. So contestants, please clear your boards. So you're ready for the sound round. Now, Ellie, you have heard me talk endlessly about this idea of sound and how to represent it in comics and how what opportunities we are provided. I'm wondering if you would care to describe like what affordances are at our fingertips when we start to describe sound with images.
Well, we can you know what? I'm just gonna let you say it because you have that canned speech already. I can't do it justice like you can. Just
okay,
go for it.
I'm sorry, I just pitched it to you like that. Like, here, you do it. Isn't it
I
just
could,
like...
but I would be like tripping over my words.
No, this is just like a grown-up to just do that. Like, here, you take it, kid. Okay, so in comics, we are representing, as Scott McCloud once said, the 5 senses with only one, with visuals, right? And so, like, you think about sound, you think about, like, you're representing the shape of the sound. Like, you different letters are going to feel different. Like, a bumpy letter is going to feel different than a smooth letter. And then the size, is it a small word? Is it a big word? Well, what volume that you're representing there, right? The size indicates the volume of the sound. And then it gets really weird when you start talking about color. What color is the sound of a leaky faucet? What color is the sound of tires squealing? What color is the sound of a breeze moving through autumn leaves, right? So this is where we really get to be artists, and this is why this round is for 2 points, because this is the most challenging one of all. So what I'm going to do is each of you...
See that speed, you guys? I couldn't have done that.
It's because I get so darn excited about sound design in comics. Like, you know, some people take a font and they just turn it sideways and go, look, I did my job. I'm like, no, you didn't. You didn't think about it. Think hard about this stuff. So I'm going to play a different sound for each of you. Each of you are going to get your own sound. And then you are going to have 1 minute and 30 seconds to represent that sound in images.
These dots. Please erase this.
Yeah, I can get rid of those dots for you, Harry. So I'm going to play your sound. You're going to listen carefully to that sound. And I will play I'll play it twice for you if you need it. But you're going to listen carefully, and you're going to have to draw what that sound looks like, representing the sound in art, in shapes and letters, okay? So, Harry, you're first. Are you ready to hear your sound?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Listen carefully. You need me to play it again?
No thanks.
You got it? Okay. All right, Shannon, here's yours. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Steve, you get the scariest sound of all.
Oh. Very familiar.
All right. And also, one that I find extremely tricky to represent in onomatopoeia. So
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes. Okay, so when the music starts, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to draw your sound, what it looks like. All right, ready, set, go. Go now.
Thinking hard. Harry's already begun.
Harry just dove right in.
He did.
I know how to draw a nasty laugh.
Steve is ahead with 3 letters. This is not really a race, but I'm turning it into one. We're going to make this entertaining.
And now we get smooth letters with Shannon's. But with Steve's, we're seeing the pa. It's decidedly more jagged.
Like that Shannon's letters are curving.
gonna try to add some finesse to it.
How are you doing, Harry? See, Steve is adding some backlighting to his words, or some shadow,
giving it a sense of three-dimensionality. Like it's it's bigger than the page. All right,
I love it.
There you
I
go,
think
pal.
it's like the perfect comedic like timing too. Like just
It's coming like right out of his mouth too.
right
All
there. So Shannon, I see the ah is thicker than the woo, which is falling. And are those R's at the bottom, or are they like trees or shapes? I can't make them out.
well, they were becoming trees to give like a sense of a setting.
Ah.
And then I ran out of time.
This is a truth of our craft, is that usually it's finished because we didn't have more time.
Exactly. Like why does it look this way? I had no time left.
Okay.
That's good.
So Harry, he is the only person who drew the actual figure the noise was made by. And it's a laugh. It's a sinister laugh.
Yes, when I heard the laugh, I immediately thought vampire.
Yes, because I knew it was a vampire because I saw the fangs in the cape. So very well done. He's got a lovely hairdo as well. How do you think vampires style their hair? Like, what do they use?
Black.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Steve, I want to read it as co-pa, but I know it's not, and I have to use my creativity because the shape of the words make it sound like.
Yeah.
Right in my microphone for you guys.
I didn't want to go for the obvious ho. I wanted to go for a little bit of a at the beginning. Yeah.
I see that. It's
You could just barely hear like a little bit of a hard sound at the beginning of that inhale, can't you? Huh.
You can.
Good.
I've listened to that sound a lot, so I might be an expert.
Oh, okay. Well, it's time to see who wins all the marbles of this game. So, first up, let's hear it for Steve Hamaker's co-pa. A little bit more support for the.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Good showing. And for Shannon Wright's. How did you say that, Ellie? You said the ah is thicker than the woo, and I thought like
yes,
that's like an album name. The ah is indeed thicker than the woo.
That's the new dance.
And let's hear it for Harry's evil vampire monster with ha ha coming out of his mouth. Whoop. And it sounds like a lot of support for that. Oh my gosh.
Even Frankenstein himself.
The crowd goes wild. Even skeletons are cheering for it. And Tiger Superhero. All right. Wow, that was a lot of excitement for that one. So I guess by a hair, Harry takes the game.
Harry, yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Okay, well, thanks to everybody for playing. Thanks to all the contestants today. Let's do a quick round and give shout outs to everybody who was here. So first up, Ellie Moody, where can we find out more about you and what you do, what you draw?
Well, I have just my little Weebly website that I don't have enough money to actually make official. And that's where I post a lot of my just digital paintings and things. But I do have social media. You can follow me at Ellie Moody. That's Moody with 3 O's. And I also post some of my art there as well. And I am currently taking commissions and donating 50% of the profits in support of Black Lives, communities of color, and LGBTQ funds. So I'm really excited about that this month. I'm
That's
going to
awesome.
work on
Thank you for
helping,
doing that, Ellie.
doing what I can.
Ellie. Yeah. Thank you, Ellie. And then Shannon, where can we find more of your work and the things that you're doing? And where can we pre-order Twins?
Oh, so you can actually follow my work at shannon-wright.com. Could not get Shannon Wright for that domain. And you can also follow me on all my social media at Shannon Drew This. Very straightforward, because I drew that. I drew this. And you can pre-order Twins from pretty much anywhere from your local bookstore. You can, which I highly recommend, support your local bookstores and order from there. And yeah, you can get it wherever books are sold, I've been told.
Yes, Scholastic has that thing that they call Reach, right? So yes,
yeah.
You can find them in lots of places. But yes, Twins, and which will be available everywhere in just a few days. So that's congratulations to you, and we're all looking forward to getting our hands on it. And Steve, where can we find out more about you?
Probably on Twitter is the easiest place, at Steve Hamaker. And I have a webcomic called Plox. You can get there by typing in plox-comic.com. That's PLOX-comic. I've got a second book that you can see at the top of that tab there that I just finished inking that. So I'm going to be coloring that and putting that up on Kickstarter soon for the second volume.
Oh, that's exciting. And it takes place in Columbus, or a Columbus-like place.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's Columbus. I'm looking at it right now.
It is.
All right. Thanks, everybody. And if everybody is having a good time here at Cartoon Crossroads Columbus, please go check out the Cartoon Crossroads Columbus Discord, where all of us are gathering to chat in between events. And you can easily find it at cartooncrossroadscolumbus.org/Discord. That's the invite link, or it'll take you to the invite link. So once again, thanks everybody for watching Super Comics Challenge. I've been Jerzy Drozd, cartoonist and teaching artist and interim executive director of Cartoon Crossroads Columbus. Okay, bye.
Promotional consideration provided by Cartoon Crossroads Columbus and the Greater Columbus Arts Council and the Ohio Arts Council and the Columbus Foundation and White Castle. I'm Honest Harry, and this has been Super Comics Challenge. Good night, whatever you are.